Hello, all my lovelies. I missed you guys, and welcome to week whatever it is, April 20th through the 24th. I don't know if we're week 4, week 5, whatever. But your distance learning should be underway. Hopefully, you have made some type of schedule for yourself. But this little video is to say hi and to walk through a few tips I have for distance learning, as well as what I am expecting you to do for my class. Oh, and how do you get a hold of me during my office hours? I've heard from some of you, but some of you I would love to hear from because we need to talk. Oh, look at there. It is week 4. So this week we are continuing principles of photography, also called principles of art. We're going to focus on contrast in photography and hierarchy in photography. I have given you a PowerPoint in Canvas. Everything is found in Canvas. And for those of you who have been working the whole time, you've probably seen a pattern forming. You always have a discussion post to answer first, where you're going to explain to me what contrast in photography is and give me an example from a professional photographer, as well as explain what hierarchy is and give me an example from a professional photographer. Once you are done with the discussion post, you move on to the photography piece of this week's assignments, and you have a choice. Don't pick 2, pick either option 1 or option 2. For option 1, you're going to actually photograph and create your own images using contrast and hierarchy. You are going to submit your 4 favorite contrast photos on a contact sheet. We are making these in Adobe Spark. You are also going to submit your 4 favorite hierarchy images as a contact sheet, also being created in Adobe Spark. If you choose to do option 2, this one's pretty cool. It's called Looking Through Something, and I've given you an example. You have a video to watch by a professional photographer who specializes in looking through items to get a different perspective. For the example that you see, he's just putting his camera inside a water bottle that's been cut off and showing the sunset through the sides of the water bottle. You can pick anything. You'll see a slinky, you'll see a broken mirror, you'll see a different perspective of cutting fruit in half, but you're not really cutting the fruit. It just makes it look like you're cutting the fruit. So this photo challenge is pretty cool. I would love to see what you guys come up with. Right, so now how do you reach me if you need me? The first way is through my email, which is what most of you will use because you are awake much later than I am. Same address, same way. The other way is new. We have office hours every day, and that is through the new app called Microsoft Teams. You can find me in the Teams app every day from 10 a.m. to noon, and then again at 2 p.m. to 3. And your Teams app is a Microsoft app, so you'll start in Office 365 from your vPortal. Once you get into Teams, if you would like to download the app to your computer, it'll start up whenever you open your computer, so you don't have to go into vPortal every time and then Office 365 and then click on Teams, but it really is your choice. Anyways, when you get into Teams, you'll go to the calendar first and you'll pick on the appropriate time. When you click on the appropriate time, it'll give you the option in the top right hand corner to join or close. You'll join and then it will pop up and you'll see me. Most likely my camera will be turned off until I hear you pop into the app, and then I'll turn my camera on and turn my microphone on. You are not required to show your face, so you can turn your camera off, but obviously you'll need to give me some audio so I can hear what your question is. Now let's talk about the part you dread the most, actually doing the work. To a lot of us, this is new, so I have 2 easy tips that might help you be successful and get you a little bit motivated. My first tip is to just choose a method that works best for you. Do you want to do one class at a time? For example, I'll finish all of my science and then I'll finish all of my math. Do you want to work in just Edgenuity first And then once you're done with Edgenuity, move on to all your classes that are in Canvas. Do you want to work in Canvas first and then go to Edgenuity? It really doesn't matter the order which you work in, you just have to work. Do you want to do all your core classes and then move on to electives? Pick those classes that are most important to you, which ones are going to benefit you the most, and then move on to the other ones with the time that you have left. The most important thing is, regardless of the method that you choose, you have to show progress in a class so that you don't get a no grade. My second tip is make yourself a schedule. You've been home for several weeks, so you've gotten used to just sitting there and hanging out and doing what you want. But we're back in school. It's just a different way. Now we're doing it from home. Give yourself a time to wake up every day, even if you don't want to wake up early. Some of you are night owls. I get assignments turned in from you guys at 12 o'clock at night. You know I'm asleep, but that's okay. Do your work at 12 o'clock at night if that's what works best for you, but make yourself a schedule and stick to your schedule.